All right, we're here with Grant Fisher in the Big Apple, ahead of the Millrose Games, racing the 3K. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
So you're no stranger to New York and the Armory and Millrose Games. And just talk about how you feel to be back and about this weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been coming to the Armory since my junior year of high school.
Yeah.
This was the first bank 200 track I've ever been on when I was a kid. So great memories here. I'm from a small town in Michigan, so coming to New York City was always like just a big culture shock. So yeah, I'm excited to be back. I really enjoy racing here, and heard they relayed the track a little bit, so it should be even faster than normal, and got a great field, so it's going to be a really, really fun battle.
Yeah. It's funny you bring that up. I think I was there. I think we raced that same New Balance Nationals in 2015, I think.
Right, yeah.
And now that you mentioned that, it's been a decade of coming up here to New York, and it's been cool to get to see you year after year after year. And that's something I've been thinking about with you, is like you continue to be a main figure, like a figure in the running space, and just talk about that longevity and continuing to improve it year after year, and like what that requires of you and how you think you've been able to be successful this consistently.
Yeah, consistency is the name of the game. Anytime you see someone have a breakthrough or anything, it's usually the result of a lot of consistent training. I try to be competitive in every race that I do, whether it's a 1500 or a 10K. I like to mix it up and put forth my best effort, and it is really challenging to be at the top of your game every time you step out. It's there's pressure, there's different factors that go into every single race. You might be sick in the build-up or injured or whatever, and to come out and be competitive every time, it does wear you down. So I've been strategic about taking breaks and planning out breaks throughout a season, because I think I prefer at least planning out some downtime than waiting for your body to force you to take some downtime. So I think that's been helpful in my career a bit, and I like hitting indoors decently hard, but the main goal is always outdoors. So this is some fun stuff, racing an off distance for pretty much everyone. For me, for Cole, nobody really is a 3K specialist, but we're meeting in the middle, and it's just a fun way to kick the season off. And this whole field in the mile and the 3K on the men's side, it's so competitive. You have so many medalists, you have so many national record holders. It's fun to get everyone together at kind of an interesting point in the year and see where everyone's at. So it'll be fun.
Have you thought ahead about indoor season? Do you want to keep it going, or just use it as a stepping stone to outdoor?
Yeah, so I guess big picture, kind of like I said, I have to plan out these kind of down periods of training. Otherwise, I won't make it till September when Worlds are. So we've got a really long year. September Worlds are my main target. In order to be there, I need to do well at USA's, so it's my second target. And then my next big thing is the Grand Slam League. So that starts up at the beginning of April. So my indoor season kind of has to be short and sweet so that I can take some downtime after. So I raced last week at New Balance, and then this weekend I'm racing at Millrose. Next weekend I'll race at BU, and then that's it. So I'll have 3 races over 12 days. I'd love to do US indoors and world indoors. It'll just squeeze my down training basically, so I won't have any downtime before Grand Slam, and then I know I'll just fizzle out by the time Worlds get here if I don't take a little downtime. So as an athlete you want to do everything, but you just can't.
It's called wisdom.
Yeah.
And can I give this to you real quick?
Yeah.
No, it's all good. So many questions. Maybe start with Grand Slam. I mean, it's been the hot topic of the year. I know it's going to be starting up. Like, I don't think I've asked you your thoughts on it yet, and kind of your excitement for it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. I think no one really knows what to expect in my event groups, just because the sprints, everyone's going to sprint really hard every time. But the 3K, 5K double over 3 days, people are going to be trying to save energy. There's a little more strategy to it. So I think that'll make it really exciting. They haven't announced any of the challengers yet, but that'll be really interesting too if someone comes in and wants to solo sub 13. That'll throw a wrench in anyone's sit and kick plans. So it'll be fun and exciting, and it's a change from the sport, which is in my opinion, a really, really good thing. The sport's kind of done things relatively the same for the past like 50 years. And our biggest thing is the Olympics, but we can't capture the attention of anyone in between the Olympics. And if this can capture somewhat of that market share, I think it'll be a really good thing. And it'll elevate not only the people in the league, but I think everybody in track will be elevated. And I think it's a great idea and should shake things up.
Can't wait for it. And that reminds me, I'm thinking about another one. You're doing the 10 as well?
I'm not. That's another thing I just had to sacrifice in order to have my main goals remain the main goals. The 10K is mid-March, and my first Grand Slam race is like 2 or 3 weeks later, so that's kind of in the middle of like when I would be building back up.
It's nice to have so many good options, right?
Yeah, it's good to have options, and there's enough options that every event will be competitive, but individually you can't be competitive at every event, if that makes sense. So you got to pick and choose.
Okay, last question, just real quick, this weekend's race, that's what we're here for. I know we heard a little bit earlier, but just your thoughts around the matchups and how you're thinking about and approaching it.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest name in my race is Cole. He's a gold medalist now. I was in the 2 mile last year with Josh and Cole, and all three of us went on to fantastic summers. So hopefully this is another good kickoff to a fantastic summer for everyone. And it's going to be really competitive. Everyone knows Cole has a fantastic kick. So he's not a guy you want sitting on you with a lap to go. Everyone has different strengths. I think my strength is as a 5K, 10K guy, of course, just to run hard. I think Cole's greatest asset is his ability to kick. But you have to remember that he's also a sub-13 5K guy, so he's not easy to run away from. So it's going to be a good battle, and I think Cole is the biggest name in it, but there's a lot of really good runners in it, and you never know where anyone's at. It's February, beginning of February, and some people might be the sharpest they are all year. Some people might be just building back, but everyone wants to win. So it's going to be fun.
Best of luck to you, Grant.